Hi everyone, hope you all are good. Here for grade 4 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 4 math, and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter fraction, equivalence, and ordering. The lessons we're going to cover today are understanding fractions, word problems, fractions review, find equivalent fractions using area models and equivalent fractions. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on grade 4 math. Chapter we are on right now is fractions, equivalence, and ordering. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is understanding fractions word problems. Yoshi made 7 cupcakes. He put sprinkles on 6 of the cupcakes and coconut on the rest. What fraction of the cupcakes had coconut? So which is the correct option? 6 of them he put sprinkles. That means only one has the coconut. So that means 1 out of the 7 cupcakes had coconuts. That is 1 out of 7. Let's just start with the test. There are 2 swans in a lake. One flew away. What fraction of the swans were left? So you have 2 swans and one flew away. So you are left with 1 out of 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Very good. There are 8 mailboxes on Clayton Street. 3 of the mailboxes are silver. What fraction of the mailboxes are silver? That is 3 out of 8 mailboxes are silver because the total are 8 and 3 of them are silver. So that means 3 out of 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. Anna arranged three flowers in a vase. She used one rose. What fraction of the flowers were rose? Which is the correct option? That is 1 out of 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 1 out of 3. There were 5 frogs on a log. 2 hopped away. What fraction of the frogs were left? Which is the correct option? So they are left the one that is 3 out of 5 because 2 hopped away. So the left were 3 out of 5. Wanda saw 10 crabs in an aquarium. One of the crabs was orange. What fraction of the crabs were orange? So which is the correct option? One out of 10 crabs were orange. That is option number 1. 1 out of 10. It is very good. 8 students went to the zoo. 7 of them saw the penguins. What fraction of the students saw the penguins? That is 7 out of 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. There were 7 apples on a tree in the yard. 2 fell off the tree. What fraction of the apples fell off? So, which is the correct option? That is 2 out of 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. Eric made 7 lemon bars. He put powdered sugar on 3 of the lemon bars. What fraction of the lemon bars had powdered sugar? So which is the correct option? That is 3 out of 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is fractions review. Let's just start with the lesson. What fraction does the number line show? So you have to see how many segments between 0 and 1 on the number line, right? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 segments. So the first one is highlighted, that would be 1 out of 12. Let's just start with the test questions. What fraction of the pairs of Caesar are not pink? Not pink. So I think 8 of them are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They all are the one that are not pink. So that is 8 out of 10. And you write the answer in simplified form. Divide them by the greatest common number that can divide both. So that is 2. So the answer is 4, 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. 4 out of 5 it is. What fraction does the number line show? Which is the correct option? That is 8 out of 12. And the simplified form is 2 out of 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. 2 by 3 it is. What fraction does the number line show? One out of two, it is option number two is the correct option. What fraction of the number line? What fraction does the number line show? So, which is the correct option? That is 1 out of 12. Option number 2 is the correct option. What fraction does the octagons are blue? One out of 12 octagons are blue. Option number 1 is the correct option. What fraction of the fish are not blue? Not blue are 10 out of 11. Option number 1 is the correct answer. What fraction does the number line show? Which is the correct option? That is 2 out of 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. Find equivalent fractions using area models. Let's just start with the next lesson. Use the models to complete the equivalent fraction sentences. This is 1 by 2 and this fraction is 1 by 1, 2, 3, 3 colored out of 6. So 3 by 6 are the equivalent. 3 by 6 and 1 by 2 are the equivalent fractions. Let's just start with the test questions. Use the models to complete the equivalent fraction sentence. 1 by 2 equals, that is 2 out of 4. You can see the shape has 2 portion colors out of 4, so that is 2 out of 4. Use the models to complete the equivalent fraction sentences. That is 2 out of 6 equals, that is 1 out of 3, option number. Use the models to complete the equivalent fraction sentences. So 6 by 8 equals, that is 3 out of 4, option number 2 is the correct option. Use the models to complete the equivalent fraction sentences. So 2 over 8 equals, that equals 1 over 4, option number 1 is the correct option. Use the models to complete the equivalent fraction sentence. So which is the correct option? That is 4 out of 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 4 out of 6. Use the models to complete the equivalent fraction sentence. 1 over 2 equals. That is 2 out of 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. 2 out of 4 it is. Use the models to complete the equivalent fraction sentence. So which is the correct option? Number 4 equals. That is 2 out of 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. Use the models to complete the equivalent fraction sentence. 1 by 2 equals. That is 3 out of 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. Use the models to complete the equivalent fraction sentence. That equals 4 out of 6. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Equivalent fractions. Let's just start with the next lesson. Which fraction is equivalent to 3 by 5? So equivalent fractions are the one we can get another fraction by multiplying or dividing the given fraction. Multiplying and dividing means you have to multiply the numerator and denominator as well by the same number. So the one we are given is 3 over 5. So the equivalent fraction is just multiply numerator and denominator by the same number. So many numbers there are. So for the one fraction there are so many equivalent fractions, right? 3 times 2 is 6 and 5 times 2 is 10. That is 6 out of 10. Let's just start with the test questions. Which missing value makes the fraction equal? You need to find a missing value, right? So how do you find a missing value? 3 times 2 is 6. So what number times 2 is 2? 1 times 2 is 2, right? So the missing number is 1. Which missing value makes the fraction equal? So which is the correct option? 4 by 6 equals 8 over. Four times 2 is 8. So 6 times 2 is 12. You can see 4 times 2 is 8. That means you have to do 6 times 2, that is 12. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is 12. Which fraction is equivalent to 2 by 4? That is 6 out of 12. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which fraction is equivalent to 1 over 3? Option number 2 is the correct option. 4 over 12 it is. Which missing value makes the fractions equal? 8 over 10. The missing number is 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which fraction is equivalent to 3 over 6? Which fraction is equivalent to 3 over 6? That is 6 out of 12. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which fractions are equivalent to 2 by 5? That is 4 out of 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which fraction is equivalent to 3 over 5? That is 6 out of 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 4 math. Chapter we are working on is fractions, equivalence and ordering. The lessons we have covered today are understanding fractions, word problems, fractions review, find equivalent fractions using area models, and equivalent fractions. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. You can write down the question in the box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.